Hey y'all, what's happening? It's Wednesday and time for another Pounds for Purrs workout. Now, I was in a bit of a hurry. I was in a little bit of a rush. So today I did breeze through the technique primer, the Snatch push press as you're seeing here, a little bit more than I usually do. Typically, I like to take my time with them. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking long breaks between sets, but I normally will just kind of take my time. But today I needed to make sure I got everything in before I came home. So, that being said, overhead press. 10 sets of 5, 145, and 90 seconds of rest in between. So all that is the same. Now, this is an easy weight for me. So I'm interested to see how far I'll be able to take it this time around. Usually when I'm doing this type of work, I'll get to about 185. That's when it'll start to really get tough to get this sort of volume in. But I do have a bit of a plan in terms of either keeping with the same sets and then just decreasing the volume, decreasing the reps a little bit. But I'm going to make that decision as I get closer. So for the time being, it's business as usual. Get all the work done, get the volume done. And surprisingly, I recently started just monitoring how long it takes me to get through my primary mover, and it's usually less than 20 minutes. So that's good. That means I more or less got the brunt of my workout done in less than 20. In fact, I believe the last time I timed the overhead press, it was about 18 minutes, which is not very long for getting 50 reps. And especially since, these are light weights for me, but doing that kind of work, especially coming from the break, is pretty good. It's a good sign. If it was too difficult, that'd be really bad, but thankfully, this is a good, comfortable place for me, and I can just make progress from here. So, with each set, I just more or less locked everything in. I'm happy with the pausing. I'm happy with the lockout. I'm happy with the range of motion, and I'm happy with my technique. So when I get upwards of probably 205, it gets to be a little tough to do pause reps. And the last time I was going through my strength program, I was actually pretty happy with pausing 225, which is not easy to do. For most, it's hard just to even get to a 225 strict press without having to do a push press. But the fact that I was able to do doubles, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I did do a triple with 225 with pausing on the chest, but I'd have to look at my records to make sure that's accurate. But at the very least, I know for a fact that I've done doubles with a pause, and so I wasn't bouncing it. I wasn't cutting the range of motion short, so that's always good. Now, for accessories, I did want to go back to the incline bench, and I wanted to up the intensity and drop some volume. So the first day I did a really super easy, way too easy 5x10 with 135. And so for my secondary movers, I do want to go to a 5x5. And so today I went incline bench. I did a warm-up set of 5 with 135. That was like nothing. And so I went to 185 5x5, and the first few sets were really easy, and then the second two sets, they were a little bit more challenging, a little bit more proper in terms of adjusting volume with intensity. But I also did rush through those as well, so with a little bit more rest time, who knows, it probably would have been even easier. But I was in a little bit of rush to get home. And then for my last movement, since I'm adding another one, was a seated chest press. Sets of 8, one with 100, and then 140, 150, 160, and 170. Alright guys, remember, adopt, don't chop.